So, Kingdom Hearts 3 turned 3 years old. That's like crazy. Like it's still kind of funny because it still feels kind of crazy that we live in a post Kingdom Hearts 3 world. Even though this has been a thing for 3 years, it's still like kind of crazy because I still remember all the hype surrounding Kingdom Hearts 3. And we are still arguing about Kingdom Hearts 2 is better than Kingdom Hearts 3. Kingdom Hearts 3 is better than Kingdom Hearts 2. Like we're still having this conversation, and it's just kind of like, I don't know, man. I think it's like it's been 3 years and it's like we're still arguing about this. If you ask me, if you enjoy Kingdom Hearts 3, then that's a good game for you. If you enjoy Kingdom Hearts 2, that's a good game for you. But the fact that like all the time on Twitter and just like everywhere you look, people are constantly having this debate. Like all the time. Like you can't even say that you like Kingdom Hearts 3 without somebody coming in and being like, oh, it's trash and here's why Kingdom Hearts 2 is better. The reason why I bring that up is because I literally made a TikTok and tweeted it, kind of making fun of that whole situation of just like, I love Kingdom Hearts 3 so much, and then someone's just like, Kingdom Hearts 3 is trash, here's why Kingdom Hearts 2 is better. I literally made like a TikTok just like making fun of that situation, and it was still really hilarious to see that people were still coming in and just arguing about it. I'm like, did y'all watch did y'all watch the thing? Did y'all watch it? Like nobody asked. I'm just expressing my appreciation and my love for a game. Now, if I were to go online and be like, yo, this game is better than this game, then yeah, I'm kind of asking for a debate at that point. But it's just like, I just want to like love and enjoy a game, man. Like, why can't I just do that in peace, man? I like both Kingdom Hearts 2 and Kingdom Hearts 3, and that's why this makes me super sad whenever I see all this discourse. Because it's like, each one has its glaring flaws, but they're still both fun as heck. I love both of them, dude, and it's like, it hurts, like, just seeing, like, all the debate, you know, and it's like, why is this conversation still happening? Like, I get that Kingdom Hearts 3, there were so many high expectations that were set for so many people, and, you know, it didn't meet a lot of those expectations for a lot of people, and I get that. And I think it's important to voice criticism and concern after you play the game and, you know, get your thoughts out there. Heck, I have my criticisms of Kingdom Hearts 3. But it's like, it's been 3 years and we're still arguing. Like, why? Like, do we have nothing better to talk about, honestly? Do we have nothing better? But, like, the thing is, like, it's not gonna, like... It's sad because, like, that's not going to go away. People are always going to be arguing. People are always going to be disappointed. People are always going to have something to say. I think, like, one of the biggest problems that we, as the Kingdom Hearts community, have in the Kingdom Hearts community is this, right? Let's just say somebody trash talks our favorite Kingdom Hearts game, or not even trash talks. Let's just say somebody criticizes our favorite Kingdom Hearts game. And I think, like, the biggest problem that we have, and I say we because I'm a part of the community, we always feel the need to, like, have to defend our favorite Kingdom Hearts game because it's like, if we don't, then, like, the reputation's gonna die. Like, if IGN gives Remind a 4 out of 10, we have to defend it, or otherwise it's the end of the world, right? Everybody should have a voice and voice their opinions and their criticisms and their concerns and everything. But what I'm trying to say is, I think sometimes in some of these kind of pointless debates is, like, it's sometimes just better to just be silent and just not even start anything. It's just better to just enjoy the game that you love. But that's like the problem that's been going on for 3 years is even, and I've seen it, I saw it literally last week. If I just go on the internet and express my love for a game that I know has its flaws and its problems, people are still going to, like, come in and just talk junk, right? And be like, well, this game wasn't as good as this game. I don't care which game you think is better than what game. I genuinely don't care. I just want to love the game that I love, right? I have my problems with it. I have my criticisms. I see the flaws, but it's just like why? It's okay to defend a game, but you still have to acknowledge its faults that most people bring up. Yes, these games have flaws, but that doesn't stop us from loving it. Exactly. I'm fine with like defending a game, but like to the point where now you're like actually getting into a legitimately heated conversation, and to where now you're just like insulting the other person, because I see that all the time. If you're not a fanboy, you're a hater, essentially, according to the internet, which I think is annoying. The criticism is okay, but let people with a difference of opinion enjoy the game. That's what I'm saying, Steph. That's what I'm saying. Yes, opinions are not facts. Opinions are not facts. I genuinely don't care which game you think is better. I do not care. Whatever game you had fun with, that is the better game for you. And I don't think people should bash other people for enjoying a game. I'll give you a prime example. I hated The Last of Us 2. And a lot of you in the chat know this, right? I hated it, bro. I just didn't like it because I just didn't like the story. I don't think the game is bad. I don't think The Last of Us 2 as a video game is bad, right? I just think the story sucks. Like, the actual gameplay is fun. I enjoy the gameplay, but for me, I don't play The Last of Us for gameplay. Like, I want the story, and I did not like the story at all. I very much disliked that game, and I voiced my criticisms, and I talked about the things I definitely did not like about the game, while bringing up the things I thought were good, that I did like, because I didn't hate everything about it. But then, that was it. That's, like, the end of the conversation. Like, I don't really talk about that game anymore, unless, like, someone brings it up jokingly, or if I'm having a conversation like this where I'm using it as an example. You know, like, it's like, I said what I had to say, and that's it. That's the end. But with Kingdom Hearts, man, we're still arguing about the same thing, and I'm just over it, dude. I'm over it, man. I just hate whenever people are just like, say for example, people were like, yo, Final Fantasy 14 sucks. But all you said was just like, wow, I really like Final Fantasy 14. I can't stand that. I don't think people should be arguing about whether you like a game or not. I can't stand, it's because I've seen it in this community where it's like, how could you like such a garbage game? That you're asking the wrong question. That bothers me. The answer to that question is, it's so crazy that it's gonna completely flip your world. I had fun. That's all it comes down to. I had fun, dude. I recognize its flaws, but I had fun. Kingdom Hearts 3 is one of my favorites, along with Kingdom Hearts 2. It's crazy to me that it's kind of a controversial opinion / like hot take to, like, if you were to do a tier list and put Kingdom Hearts 2 and 3 in S tier, that's kind of a hot take, which is really sad to me because they're both great games. We've got the 20th anniversary is coming up. There's so many more things to look forward to. I don't see the need to argue about this anymore. You know, like the whole, this game is better than this game. It's just like, I'll be brutally honest. It's just petty at the end of the day. I'm not calling like any person or group of people petty, but just like the situation itself is just like petty. Like, does this really matter in the long run? You know, like there's so many other great games out there, and we're still arguing about this thing that we've been arguing about for 3 years. I'm excited for the 20th anniversary just because we're gonna get some news and people are gonna have something else to talk about instead of the same argument over and over. Again, you know, I just feel like it's kind of just beating a dead horse at this point. If you enjoy a Kingdom Hearts game, if Dream Drop Distance is your favorite game in the franchise, it is allowed to be your favorite game in the franchise, and don't let anybody tell you that you're not allowed to like it. I just like can't believe we're still having this conversation, that the community is still having this conversation. I get voicing your concerns and your criticisms and what you think a game did right versus what it did wrong, but like, man, get over it. Get over the fact that people like Kingdom Hearts 3 and you might not. Get over the fact that people might think Kingdom Hearts 2 is better and you might not. Just get over it. This debate is probably still gonna happen till the end of time. Yeah, I said what I said. It's still been going on for years, and there's just no point. Like, it's just not necessary. It's a waste of energy, in my opinion. Enjoy the games that you like. If you want, like, my real quick, what I genuinely think, and this is just like, it's just like a, again, this is an opinion. It's not objective. It's just an opinion. Here's what I think. I personally think, as a video game, right, if I were to actually look at everything that makes a video game, gameplay, story, visuals, whatever it might be, if I were to take everything that makes a video game and actually really think about which game is better, right? This is an opinion. I genuinely think Kingdom Hearts 3 is the better game overall. Barely. However, Kingdom Hearts 2 is my favorite game in the series. Why is that? I have fun. I have fun. I mean, I have fun with both of them. I have fun with both 3 and 2. Maybe it's just a nostalgia thing. Maybe it's because I like having, like, the choices of, like, drive forms available for me. And, like, the options, like, because I like having options in video games for, you know, in combat. But, like, I don't know. Like, Kingdom Hearts 2 is personally my favorite. It's, like, weird that, like, if I say both of those things at completely different times, I'd probably get backlash from both sides of the community. Which is funny. Yeah, that's just me. So, again, completely objective. Not objective, subjective. Completely just my opinion. Gosh. Love the game that you love, and don't let anybody tell you that you're not allowed to love it. You know? That's it. And I think this conversation is getting old, and it just needs to stop, and we just gotta get over it. And whether it means going to play other games or, you know, just focusing our energy somewhere else. There's no need to just waste energy on a pointless debate. I mean, we've been doing it for 3 years, all right? Anyway, that's that. I'm looking forward to more Kingdom Hearts news, and this conversation isn't going to change anything. These debates are still going to happen, and you know, it just kind of is what it is at this point. But the moral of the story: if you love a Kingdom Hearts game, you're allowed to love it, and you know, you shouldn't stop loving it because other people might say that it sucks or something. Yeah, it is funny that no one talks about Kingdom Hearts 1. That's actually because Kingdom Hearts 1 is actually the best game in the series.